Hey, good day, good day, good day, good morning, one and all. Welcome to Champ Sports TV with me, Champ. What an absolute pleasure to have you guys on back on the channel. It's a lovely Monday morning here in Johannesburg. The weather is absolutely fantastic. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are winning in life, just as I am winning in life. You know what I mean? Before I go continue, may I please ask that you guys hit the like button, please. That helps to get to spread the channel. Can you also hit the subscribe button as well, and please also hit the notification bell, so that you know as and when I'm live, that sort of thing. And please also do me a favor, leave your comments on the comment section, as well as share this content with your contacts, with your mates, with your friends, that sort of thing, and also on your socials to get word of this channel spreading out, that sort of thing. So yeah, man, folks, today I'm responding, or rather, I'm reacting to our shambolic performance yesterday, where it finished Chelsea 2, Wolves 4. So that means we've shipped 8 goals in 2 games, 4 against Liverpool on, was it Wednesday? Yeah. And I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And yesterday we shipped 4 at home against Wolves. There's much to be said about yesterday's performance, as well as the current state of our club. So first and foremost, let's go. Let me start with the game yesterday. Shocking performance, absolutely disgraceful. One, we don't have the right caliber of player for a club with our ambitions, and that goes back to the owners, which I will talk about a bit later on in the video. Um, the manager's tactics. We were so wide open yesterday. Wolves were having a field day. We got overran in midfield. Our defense, especially on the right side of our defense, Disasi and Gusto, you know, not comfortable on the ball, panicking, making lousy challenges. Hence, Gusto ended up giving away a penalty. You know what I mean? Disasi is a disaster. How the hell do we buy Disasi to come into our team? And then we put on what's his name, Badiashile. Oh gosh, just another waste of time as well. Our midfield. Um, there's much has been said about our midfield of Enzo, Caicedo, and Gallagher. My thought is this: yes, they haven't uh, performed at a level that we want. You understand? But here's the thing: I think in Enzo and Caicedo, we got a proper midfield pairing there. You know what I mean? We just need our tactics. We need a coach who's going to be there, getting there, and know how to use Enzo, especially Enzo. You know what I mean? Caicedo is being asked to cover so much space in that midfield. Enzo is being asked to do so much running, and he's not a guy whose attributes are running around and covering so much space. He's a guy that um, gets on the ball and dictates play, that sort of thing. He slows the game down. He gets in. He collects the ball from our center backs, and he builds a play, that sort of thing. He gives us rhythm in our play. You know what I mean? His passing is sensational, and his dribbling as well is sensational as well. So he can run a game, and yet we are asking him to cover so much ground. You know what I mean? So that's nonsense. And let's have it right. I don't think, look, Conor Gallagher, for a club that are looking to get to where we were, we can't have Conor Gallagher as our number 10. He's not good enough. He's absolutely not good enough to play or to be a starter, let alone be a captain of a club of our stature. So, look, I'd move him on if I'm being honest with you. He's not of the right quality. Yes, he's a Cobham boy, and you need Cobham boys at the club, but we don't not him. You know, up front. Yes, and Cook is just getting back up to speed, so he's not yet match ready, or his match sharpness isn't up to standard as well as yet. But gosh, Palmer, he's been our best player by a mile this season, but he's still young, eh? What's his name? And then on the left, Sterling is a disappointment. I'd get rid of him. Waste of a signing, waste of money, that sort of thing. I'd get rid of him. Modric, useless. You know, he's not of the right quality as yet. And then we bring in Nicholas Jackson, not of the right quality as well. There are just so many signings in that club that are not fit for purpose for a club with our ambitions, and that all comes down to the owners upstairs. The manager that we've appointed, he's got no history of winning. You know, yes, he won a Ligue 1 and a French Cup in France, but let's have it right. He's he's throughout his time at Spurs, he constantly took a victory, um, took victory from the, or rather, he took defeat from the jaws of victory. You know what I mean? So he's not good enough for us. He's been tactically found wanting, and he's struggling big time at a club with our expectations. And here's the thing that I was I was asking myself, outside of Antonio Conte at Inter Milan, has there ever been a manager who's been a legend at the club and successful at one club, then goes to a close rival of that club, and also gets success at that other club? Has that happened? Outside of Conte, I can't think of any other manager. I mean, yes, remember Conte is a legend at Juventus, was successful at Juventus. Then he moved to the Italian national team, and then when he came back, he coached Inter Milan and he coached them to a bit of success. So outside of him, I cannot think of any other manager. I mean, even going back to Brian Clough when he left Forest, and then he appeared at Derby County. He was there for what, 44 days or so, or in that region, that sort of thing. So I can't. So I don't understand how we've gone and appointed Mauricio Pochettino, who doesn't have a history of winning. Yes, he works with he works with young talent, that sort of thing. But gosh, man, he is stinking the place out big time. Let's get to the big problem at the club. The big problem at the club is not Conte. I mean, sorry, it's not Pochettino. It is actually the owners. The owners have come in with a nonsensical model that hasn't been successful in the history of football. No one ever won silverware, major silverware with kids. Not even the class of '92. They had people like Pallister, Steve Bruce, Roy Keane, Mark Hughes, Eric Cantona, you name them. So they had a spine of experience. Hence, Alex Ferguson could bring in the likes of Giggs, Scholes, the Nevilles, Beckham, that sort of thing, to integrate them into a team that already had experience with the guys that I mentioned. So this project youth does not work. It does not work unless you mix it with experience in the team, which we don't have outside of Thiago Silva and, give or take, Ryan Sterling. The rest are kids, man. 20 years, 21 years, 19, 22, 23. They're kids. They haven't won anything. Okay, Enzo's won a World Cup, but he's still a kid as well. You know what I mean? So we need to buy experience. The model is all wrong, and that's the fault of the owners. They came in and they found a structure That was, yes, we're not winning a league. We'd gone 5 6 years without winning a league title, but we were still winning in Champions Leagues. We were still going into finals and winning the Carabao Cups, World Cups. You know, um, well, what's the other one? Super Cups, FA Cups, that sort of thing. We're still winning. You know, these guys come in and they gut everything out. All the experience in relation to football matters. That clown Bowley decides to play sporting director. He goes on a spending spree, spends more than 1 billion, and he spends it on utter rubbish. Nicholas Jackson, Axel Disasi, Gusto, um, what's his name? Madueke. Yeah, you name them. Rubbish, the whole lot of it. You know, these guys are not fit for purpose for a club of our ambitions. We had standards. We had high standards under Roman. You know, he gave you the tools to go out and win, and he expected you to win after giving you the tools. But now with this guy's nonsense, we've gone in and hired Paul and Stanley and Stuart Lawrence from Brighton. What have they won? Nothing. What do they know about winning stuff? What do they know about elite mentality? Nothing. And we made them our sporting directors. And then Jose Feliciano goes on some on some forum and he says, what is more important is the monetization of the club. That's the most important thing at the club, even more than what is actually happening on the field. It's all rubbish. We are done. We are dusted. We're in the bin. We're in the mud. We are finished, man. You know? And another thing, hmm, Todd Bloody Bowley, oh, telling us about all-star games and all this other nonsense, AI scouting systems. Whatever happened to, like, human beings looking at a player, scouting a player, and then taking it from there? Yes, have a bit of AI, but gosh, whatever happened to using human beings as proper scouts? Our recruitment is all over the place. It's shambles. We can blame Pochettino, we can blame Graham Potter, we can blame any manager that comes, but until we change the model, how we run the club, we are not. We are still gonna be having the same debate even this time next year. So it's either the owners change this bloody model, you know, get us proper players who've got the experience, you know, or they can jog on, they can leave the club, they can sell, find a buyer and sell it. We need new owners. That's just the reality of it. There's talk of people wanting, our fans wanting Jose Mourinho. Yes, I can see why they want Jose Mourinho, because he's gonna get in there and he's gonna shake a couple of trees. He's gonna he's gonna focus the minds of people. He's gonna demand a change of model. He's gonna put a winning mentality. Instill a winning mentality. But I think Jose is done. At 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 I think he's done. I think he's done, Jose. If he comes in here, I'll give him my support. But I think he's done at that level. We can't be having Jose. I'd rather go for Hansi Flick. I'd rather go for Hansi Flick. You know, our owners, Todd Bowley, Jose Feliciano, Hans-Jörg Weiss, Bedard Igbali, you know, get out of the club, man. Or fix this bloody model that you get rid of the model and fix the mess that you've brought to our club. And by the way, get rid of Paul Stanley and get rid of Stuart Lawrence. Get me a proper director of football who is elite, who is the best in class, and who knows what they're doing, and who's got a winning mentality, who knows what it takes to win. Because when you know what it takes to win, you know which players to sign. You know that kind of thing, what is needed to compete at the highest level, and not only to compete but to win. Because ultimately, it's about winning. It's not how. It's not um, 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 how brave your what's the word I'm looking for? It's not about how brave your performance, or rather your how brave your competitiveness was on the field. It's about winning, and elite sports is about winning. That's it. The matrix of success in elite sports is trophies. At the end of the season, you lift trophies, not competing, not just competing. So yeah, man, we're in trouble. Properly in the mud. I can't see us winning the League Cup, honestly. I can't. I cannot see us winning the League Cup. We're 11th. This time, last season we finished 10th. Was it 10th or 12th? We've after the same number of games this season we've lost more. So now it's what? It's been at least 18 months under this new ownership. And people go on about trusting the process. Screw trusting the process, man. This trust the process narrative came because of that nonsense, that a wrong one called Lego-headed Arsenal, coming in with its PR waffle of trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. Hey, in 2016, when we were winning the league title under Conte, his first season, we didn't hear this narrative of trusting the process. In 2004, 2005, when Jose was winning us a league title, there wasn't this waffle of trusting the process. You don't hear Real Madrid, you don't hear Bayern Munich, you don't hear Man City telling their fans about trusting the process. That's why those three clubs have been winning, and they continue to win, because they don't have this PR waffle of trusting the process. Even Thomas Tuchel said, yes, you can say trust the process all you like, but you have to be winning games on the field and show there's progress on the field of play, so that people can actually buy into what you're doing and trusting in what you're doing. But with us, we are not winning games. We are not looking like we've improved on the field, and yet we are expected to believe and trust the process. Get out of here. It's rubbish. Anyway, that's just my rant. Like I said, getting rid of Poch now, he's also a problem because he's not an elite manager. He's got no winning mentality. He's got no winning DNA. Getting rid of him is the same thing, unless you go change the whole model of the club. We're still gonna be here next season. So get an elite manager like a Hansi Flick, and then go get players, 5, 6 players who are experienced. Now we are. There's talk of us being in trouble with FFP if we can't raise £100 million um, by selling players, that sort of thing. We've already gutted the guys from Cobham. We've sold Mason Mount, which by the way I agree with because I think it was overrated. We've sold what's his name, Kai Havertz. Fair play to us. You know, um, we're looking to apparently now. If we can't raise £100 million, then we're going to be in trouble with FFP. So they are looking at selling Conor Gallagher, which I've got no problem with. But how many more of our Cuban boys are we going to sell because of the mistakes that the owners have made up top? We have people brushing their teeth um, during a game. We have people, in like bathtubs during a game. We have bloody people, promoting movies during the game. What does all that have to do with Chelsea? Oh, we're in trouble. And these guys are going to be here for at least the next 8 years because, they had a 10-year thing and they might be obliged to sell after 10 years. You know what I mean? So they are here for the next eight seasons. We can't have this crap for the next 8 seasons. Anyway, that's my rant, folks. Please leave your comments on the comments field. You can follow me on my socials at Chamfari, that sort of thing, man. And yeah, man. Have a blessed Monday and have a blessed week, the whole lot of you. And be that as it may, up the Charles. Cheers, folks.